Good morning. I am here today to give you a little tour of our learning space. I've seen quite a few online. There's some great ones, but I haven't seen as many that are actually part of the regular living space like ours is. We actually used to have a separate schoolroom, and we had a third baby that turned into his room. And I'm just going to give you this gorgeous view while I'm saying this because look, it snowed last night and it's so beautiful and I'm obsessed. I can't wait to go play in it. Um, but our learning space is our dining room. And it is kind of a pain sometimes because it means every time we want to eat, we got to scooch everything over. We have this leaf in our table that is always pulled out. So that way you can kind of scooch stuff down to the one end and eat on the other end. But having everything right there, right accessible, I do feel like we use it more. It was kind of out of sight, out of mind before. So that is something to take into consideration. So I'll start off with this. I recommend everybody have these on their table, even if you do have a dedicated learning space. Having a caddy with just like easily accessible pencils, pens, markers, just right there. I mean, it's so easy to just grab some paper right there, grab a pencil, draw a picture. That's my son's from last night. He draws like every day. He gets an inspiration, he has to go get it out on paper. I'm not huge into, it looks like I'm way into my label maker than I am. I mean, I love it, but it's just kind of like, if I don't want to have to tell my kids which drawer whatever is in, they're like, where are the scissors? They're in the drawer that says scissors. And there's also calculator. So that just kind of saves me time. And they can just go read the labels and find it themselves. So I don't have to answer more questions in a day than I already do. I built this shelf. It's kind of an awkward size. The reason it's so long is because we have these lovely heat monitors, and this one was 100 inches long, so the shelf had to be like 102 inches long to go over the top of it. That just is what it is. This is the only wall. The kitchen's over here. We didn't have any other space to put a school shelf, so that's what it is. Got tape dispenser, stapler, string. You wouldn't believe how much that gets used for random stuff. Calendar, perpetual calendar. We have these for every season, so this is winter. Just random stuff. Clock. We got a clock on this side. We got a clock on that side. So you always know what time it is, and my kids know how to read an analog clock because a lot of kids don't these days. So my little dictionary collection. Do we need this many dictionaries? No, we do not. Do I like having this many dictionaries? Yes, I do. You wouldn't believe how many times I've looked for a word, and it wasn't until I got to the third dictionary that I actually found it. This is the kind of stuff we're using daily, little journals and stuff. This is stuff for the calendar. This is just random little books, glue guns, kits that are coming up for geography and art. Some, those are the dry erase markers, dry erase board. Got chalkboard, dry erase board. I write down their like work for the day sometimes on those, and they can cross it off. Some random stuff. Got this guy at a garage sale. He's freaking amazing. He is a whistle. I love him. Anyways, big fat calculator, pencil sharpener, globe, scissors, just random tools. I use those all the time. I really like this. I don't know that we necessarily do all these every day, but I think it's a great list. Pencils, markers, Sharpies, crayons, just kind of random little thingies we might use. This is kind of any paper or schoolwork, or here's a lovely picture of Gollum that my son drew that I thought was hilarious. They go into this basket when the basket is full, which is pretty full right now. I take it out and sort it, and I keep stuff for work samples that we're going to have to turn in. I keep some of the pictures that I want to keep for keepsakes, and the rest goes into the burn pile, or it goes into this box here, which is scratch paper. If it's got one clean side, then I save the paper, and then we can use it for math, scratch paper, whatever else, so that way it's fully used before we get rid of it. And I keep a clipboard right there, because you use clipboards more than you think that you will. So out here, this is kind of the living room area. I got my Christmas stuff getting put away. But we have books. There's a lot more kind of school books on this shelf. And then here, this is pretty much all just like reference books. And I kind of went crazy during COVID because we lived in Oregon and the library was closed for 18 months. And I felt like I need a library at home. So those are like mostly encyclopedias and stuff. And then there's more of kind of the bigger reference books that wouldn't fit. Boop, 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 boop. And then we have games. And you're probably like, whoa, that's a lot of games. And that's because you haven't seen that. We're not even going to get into that right now. I will say though, game schooling is a thing. People use games to school their kids. You can learn a lot from games. So now I'm going to take you to the downstairs space, which is kind of where all the overflow is, and I'll be right back. So we just came downstairs. I kind of have this weird space. So my older boys, they have their rooms down here, and then we have this weird space that's not quite a hallway, not quite a room, and it was big enough to fit a bunch of stuff. So we have all our craft books. This is mostly overflow stuff. I wish I could keep it upstairs because it's cold down here. It's not heated. I have a little heater, but honestly, we don't use the space as much as we could. We mostly grab the stuff from downstairs and bring it up unless I need to use this table. So this is kind of for my crafting stuff. Anybody can use it, but I tend to be the one who uses it the most. And then we've got more labels here, excess glue gun stuff, whatever, some science stuff, some random things. Have like old magazines. We can use those for collages, whatnot. Laminator, Cricut. This actually I got at the thrift store. It's got beeswax in it. You can't really use it for anything else once you put beeswax in it. Extra binders. There's some curriculum stuff here. Paint, whatever. These all just have random. That's embroidery stuff. That's more embroidery stuff. That's stamps. And then the tool wall, just because we don't have a garage or a basement, so all the stuff kind of ends up here. I would love to say that this is organized with all my books. Maybe it will be one day. Right now it's my husband's Magic the Gathering card collection. Cool, whatever. Looks nice. More random supplies. I like storing them in old jars. Typewriter. Some paper. More just random stuff in these drawers. And then these two drawers are entirely, oh my God, they're heavy, Lego instructions. We're a big Lego family. Oof, those are heavy. So anyway, that's it. This is all the overflow that won't fit upstairs. And I'm going to go back up and finish this video. Okay, so we're back. Oh my gosh, it's even more beautiful. Look at it as the sun comes out. I'm obsessed. Anyways, I'm back up here and this is our main space. Yeah, you might be thinking, holy crap, she has a lot of stuff. Just so you know, I've been homeschooling for 15 years. So you do accumulate a lot of stuff. My youngest is 10. I will downsize once he's older, but you never know what you're going to use. I live on an island. It can be hard to replace stuff. So, I'm a collector. I say as long as it's organized, keep as much as you want. So if you have any questions, let me know about our space or anything you want to see closer. And, yeah, talk to you soon.